Hey, Liza here from SkillCurve. How can I?
I want information about SkillCurve.
Great. We offer a variety of courses at SkillCurve, focusing on key tech areas like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and data analytics. Our courses are designed to provide practical skills and prepare you.
Do you have any certification for Google Cloud?
Yes, we offer courses that prepare you for Google Cloud certifications. These courses cover essential topics like cloud architecture, data engineering, and machine learning on Google Cloud.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this amazing AI voice assistant without even writing a single line of code using Bolt.neo and ChatGPT's advanced voice model. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing that you need to do is to sign in into the Bolt.neo AI account. And once you do that, you will land on a page that looks like this. Here you have to provide the prompt for the application which you want to create. And within a few minutes, the Bolt.neo will generate the code for entire application for you. So here I actually want to create a course advisor assistant for our SkillCurve website, in which we are going to embed the widget from the SynthFlow. So in order to do that, I'm going to provide it the prompt that you have to create a basic user interface for the course advisor assistant. Here I've provided it different information about the features that it should contain. I'm providing it the feature that it should have an option to write the notes during the conversation, also have the option to save the notes, and integrate different kind of designs in order to make it appealing. And here I'm also informing it that we need to embed a widget powered by the SynthFlow for the real-time guidance and recommendation on the courses and certifications. So you can provide any information in your prompt and simply run it. Once you do that, it will start executing the prompt, and on the right hand side, it will start generating the code in order to create the front end that we asked it to. You can see here it has created a list of all the files which will be needed for the application. And on the basis of the code generated by the Bolt.neo, it is going to provide us a preview of the application that it has created. So you can see that on the basis of our prompt and all the instruction inside the prompt, it has created this application. Here we have the option to take the session notes. And here this space is blank. This is because it is the space where we will add our widget from the SynthFlow that will contain our AI voice assistant. Now that we have our application ready, the next thing is to generate the AI voice assistant using the SynthFlow. So once you sign in into the SynthFlow, you will have an interface that looks like this. I already have an assistant, so it is available right here. But if you're using it for the first time, then you'll have this page empty. Here on the left hand side, we have different type of options to configure our assistant. And here on the right hand side, we have the view according to all the options. So once you go to the assistant, you have to click on the Create Assistant button. Here it will provide you 3 different options. Either you can start from scratch, you can use the quick assistant setup, or browse the template. I'm going to go with start from scratch. And once you do that, it will provide you the option to choose the type of the assistant. You have 3 different options, one for the outbound calls, one for the inbound calls, and one to be added as a widget in any of your applications. So I'm going to select the widget option, and it is going to create a widget assistant for you. Firstly, you have to click on the configure option to set the configurations of your assistant. Here you have the option to set the assistant name. I'm going to call it Course Advisor Assistant. Then you have to select the AI voice model. You have different options. I'm going to select the real-time voice provided by the OpenAI. Then you can select the visualizer type. By default, it is Sapphire. You can also go with the Radial. This is how it will look like, but I'm going to go with Sapphire. And you have a bunch of other options to customize the appearance of your widget. So here I've made a few changes according to the interface of the application in which I want to embed it. And once you are happy with the customization, now we are going to move towards the next step, in which we are going to define the prompts to tell the assistant what he should do. Firstly, you have to provide an opening line for your call assistant. Here you can write anything that you want. So here, instead of the predefined value, I'm going to say, hey, Lisa, here's some SkillCurve and how can I assist you? Then you have to write your prompt, in which you have to provide everything in detail, like the introduction of what the assistant is all about, what type of audience it would have, what information it should provide, and everything. So you have 2 options to provide the prompt. Either you can manually write it, you can ask ChatGPT, or you can click on Ask Copilot. And then here in the text box, you can provide it information about the ways where you want to use the assistant. And it is going to create a detailed prompt for you that you can provide to your assistant. But I've generated this prompt using ChatGPT. So I'm simply going to edit it from here remove everything, and I'm going to paste my generated prompt right here. Once you do that, simply click on the save button and it is going to save your prompt for the assistant. Next, you also have the option to add actions to your assistant, where you can configure it to send SMS or call to the user on the number provided by him. You can schedule real-time booking, you can perform call transfer, you can perform information extraction. Like if you want the name or email of the person who is talking to you, you can extract the information as well, and you can also build custom agents. But in this scenario, we are only creating a consulting advisor, so no need to get all of this information, so we are not going to create any action. The next thing is to provide information to our assistant. On the basis of it, it is going to talk to the users and inform them about the skill curve. For that, you have to go to the knowledge base, which is represented by this book icon. And here you can upload as many documents as you want to provide information about your platform to the assistant. For that, you simply have to click on this new button right here, provide a name to your knowledge base. I'm gonna call it advisor doc. Then you have to provide a trigger condition that when this information will be used, for example, if the user says provide information about the skill curve, then it is going to move towards the knowledge base in order to get the information. So once you have created the knowledge base, now we need to upload the documents. For that, you simply have to click on this add document button right here, and you can either upload a PDF file, a blank document, or paste from the URL. So here I am going to upload a PDF file and the URL of the skill curve website as the knowledge base. So now that we have set up everything, the only thing that is left is to integrate this widget inside our application, which we have created using the Bolt. So for that, I'm going to scroll all the way down. Here you can see it is provided as the code that says place this code into the HTML of the pages where you would like the audio widget to appear. So I'm simply going to copy this embed code. I'm going to head back to bolt.new, and I want the widget to appear right here in this empty space. So for that, I'm going to head to the code, and the information about the widget is stored inside the voicewidget.tsx file. So I'm going to paste the widget right there. So here inside the source, we have a component folder inside which we have a file called voicewidgets.tsx. And then inside this voice widget, you will have a tag for the ice name, and this is where you want to paste your copied widget code. And once you're done with it, the only thing that is left is to deploy the application. So let's go ahead and click on the deploy button. After deployment, it is going to provide you a link where your application has been deployed, which in my case is this one. So let's go to this link. Alright, so this is how the application looks like. You can see that here we have the title, which is a skill curve course advisor. And inside the empty space, now we have the embedded widget, which is coming from the Synthflow assistant. And here on the right hand side, it has also provided you the option to take the notes during the session, just like we asked it to create in our prompt. So now let's go ahead and test it out.
Hey, Liza here from Skill Curve. How can I?
I want information about Skill Curve.
Great. We offer a variety of courses at Skill Curve, focusing on key tech areas like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and data analytics. Our courses are designed to provide practical skills and prepare you.
Do you have any certification for Google Cloud?
Yes, we offer courses that prepare you for Google Cloud certifications. These courses cover essential topics like cloud architecture, data engineering, and machine learning on Google Cloud.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
Alright, so you can see that our Synthflow voice assistant is working absolutely fine and has been successfully embedded inside our application, which was generated by Bolt.new by providing it a simple prompt. So in this way, you can create an AI voice assistant using Bolt.new and the OpenAI voice model provided by Synthflow, that too without writing even a single line of code. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.